Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up? What is up, BetSlip Nation? It's your boys on a Thursday mischief night. We're getting into some mischief tonight. You already know the deal. It's your boy Poolside, Duke of Slips, Pat here, football, and we are joined. Honestly, cannot believe we nailed this. Can't believe we got this guest. We are joined, ladies and gentlemen, by the one, the only Guy Fieri. How we doing, Guy?
Ready to go to Flavortown.
He's ready to go to Flavortown. We've got Professor Parlay looking awesome on this here, the eve of Halloween. He's still in Fuego. I'm still football. And actually, I had a great night. Oh, look at that.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally in Fuego. He is ready to go. I actually did well. I went 7-3, or it was either 7-3 or 8-2, something like that. I had a pretty good night. And then you obviously continue to stay in Fuego. So before we get into it, though, how you doing, brother? Are you getting ready to go throw big rock at a bunch of pins?
Yeah, got the last night of the week until Monday of bowling. Yet again tonight, because we're Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, because we're degenerates when it comes to bowling and gambling.
Correct.
But bowling is kind of gambling because we're betting on it. So it's all full.
What do you mean?
Well, we spend money, and then depending on where you finish to the end of the year, you get money back, and you could win over $1,000 if you win. So.
Oh, all right, yeah. So it's like fantasy.
It's kind of like gambling, but yeah, kind of more like a fantasy thing. Yep.
Cool. Very cool. Well, is it piss raining where you are? It is downpouring in Connecticut right now.
Oh, it's actually 67 and it's nice and sunny.
Damn. Oh, God bless you. I know. I know we're getting the edge of this little whatever hurricane that came up the East Coast. But yeah, I wish we had our resident weatherman to talk about it, but we don't, and we will move on. He might be joining us from his office, I would imagine. But we will get into the show. If he does join us, then we will have his tabletop. But right now, we've got the best bet of the day, player profit best bet of the day. We've got Name Game is back, and it's got a twist to it today that I'm very excited about, thanks to the professor. And then we've got 750 Club and tabletop. So we will get right into it. But before we do that, we got to do the thing to make sure we don't get in any trouble, and that is a disclaimer. Number one, we are not paid professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. We want to stress that. We hope that you have fun and are entertained when you watch us every day. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. It's the best piece of advice I've ever been given personally. And number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. You can do so with 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-800-GAMBLER to get it's a national help hotline for gambling. And they can put you in touch with people in your area for help that you need. And we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook, but we are sponsored by Nevin freaking Eyewear. Gonna drop this down. I gotta actually get more soon because I have my rotation, but I need more. I need more because they're comfortable, they're awesome, they're polarized, they look slick. These are the blood fades. Love my blood fades. I was rocking them all last weekend. probably be rocking them this weekend. Nevin Eyewear. You can use, excuse me, you can use our link. We'll post that in the show. Click on that link, go window shopping, find the pair that is right for you, and you can get 30% off of one awesome pair of Nevin Eyewear. Or you can buy one at full price and get two for free. It's a great deal. Again, use the link in the description. Tell them that we sent you there, Just the BetSlips. Click on that link, go window shopping, grab your awesome Nevin Eyewear, and you will get free shipping over $50. Trust me, you will. So you don't have to worry about shipping. Just go and have some fun. Check out some awesome pair of sunglasses. The best pair of sunglasses I've ever owned. They make me look cool, which is hard to do. Shout out to Nevin Eyewear. Love them, and love them. That is Nevin Eyewear. And we're just going to get right into it, brother. We did the disclaimer. We did Nevin Eyewear. We're going to get into your best bet presented by Player Profit Guy. Take it away.
Yeah, so if you've never done Player Profit, it is a challenge system where you can spend a little bit of money to get a big bankroll. The lowest package they have is $30 or $27 if you use our code JTBS for 10% off. And the $30 package gets you a $1,000 bankroll. You have to complete 2 challenges before you can start making money off of it. The first challenge is to get to 20% profit before you get to 15% losses. And then you have to do it again for the round 2, where you'll be at $1,200. You're 20, and you have to go to 20% profit before you get to 15% losses again. If you can complete the second challenge, then you are funded and you start cashing out 70% of all profit up to that point. And after that point, going forward, there's other terms and conditions, other rules and regulations. Check out their website. Watch the 2-minute video on their website. It will give you all the information. But like I said, it's a good way to try to get a bigger bankroll for not a lot of money. It's a tough system to get through, but if you can get through it, it's definitely worth it. But I'm going to go ahead and give you my best bet for today. You can use if you sign up today. I'm going with the Devon A-Chain touchdown. He's got 7 total touchdowns this year. Most of them were actually receiving. He scored in 6 of the 8 games, either through the air or on the ground. And he's playing a Ravens defense that is, all intents and purposes, trash. They're in the bottom of the league in pretty much every statistical defensive category there is. They're slightly better than they were a couple weeks ago, which is to say they're like 29th instead of 32nd. I think A-Chain's going to have a field day on the ground and in the air. I think he probably goes for over 100 all-purpose yards. I think he probably scores twice. But just give me the 1 touchdown. And if you go to Fanatics, they have a special boost for him today. It went from -150 to +110, so you get this at plus money, which you're not going to get anywhere else. So go ahead and lock him in at the +110, and let's get this money for this one today.
Love that. Again, use that promo or discount code JTBS for when you sign up for 10% off on us, and start playing with Player Profit today. Love that. Absolutely love the HF. The fact that you get that at plus money is a steal.
Yeah.
Big fan of that. So that is that. Next, we're going back. Yes, it is the name game. I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for the professor here, and you'll see why in just a second. Same name game where I pick. Usually it's just guys get of the same name to get a touchdown, but we're adding a little wrinkle. So I'll start with the first regular one, and that is, hello, my name is Jalen. Yes, Jalen Wright and Jalen Waddle. All right. I mean, you're familiar with the guy on the bottom, the Waddle man, the Penguin guy. You're probably not familiar with Jalen Wright, as I am not either. But what I do know about Jalen Wright is it's a long shot. It's clearly, look at that. Look at those odds. He does not have a touchdown today. He has 9 catches this year. He has 9 catches for 28 yards. So yeah, and he's only played in 2 games, but the last 2 games. He had 9 carries actually in his last game, including a reception. Yeah, it's a long shot, but that's the name of the game. Same name game. As you can see, I got that at 40-1. And then this next one is courtesy of the professor. Hello, my name is Mark, and yes, that is Mark Andrews, the tight end of the Ravens, who is playing today, but then also not going to be able to pronounce this guy's name. Mark Scheifele. Scheifele. We'll go Scheifele. He is a 6'3" center, 6'3", 200-pound center, 32 years of age for the Winnipeg Jets. He currently has 8 goals on the season, including 2 games with 2 goals in them. On October 26th, so just a couple days ago, he did get a goal against the Mammoth. In his last showing against Minnesota, he had 2 points, 2 assists. Actually, and you're looking at that number. I mean, it's only 598 for Andrews to score a touchdown, which I know was right around 185. And you add in Scheifele, we'll go with, to score a goal. I don't know. It's a fun one. Little cross-sport action here. I love it. I loved it, and I made sure I bet on it. So there that is. There is the same name game. Any other thoughts to add to either one of those picks, Rob?
Well, the Scheifele guy just seems like he scores at will. He's probably the safest bet of the two. Andrew's targets have gone up considerably over the last 4 or 5 games. Hopefully with the return of Lamar Jackson, it only spells more open red zone targets for him. And if it does, then we should be good tonight.
If I had to rank in order of these 4, the most likely, it would probably go Waddle 1, Scheifele 2, Andrews slightly 3rd, and then Jalen Wright. Well, yeah. But what a bet that would be. You know what? Why don't we just throw all of them into a parlay? All 4 of them. See what we get. But that is the same name game. We're gonna have fun. I didn't put any of these on my tabletop, but these will go against the records. I know we only have 2 more days, including today, in the month for the records, and the segment page is going to be revamped. It's going to be reshaped. But you know what? Why not? Because I'm not going to get a Sunday for the same name, so I might as well get it in one more time for the month. So there it is. There's the same name game. But we will move on now to the most inclusive club in all of sports gambling, run by our very own Guy Fieri himself. It is Le 750 Club. Maybe Guy Fieri would have a restaurant in the 750 Club. There is facts. There is one rule about fight clubs that you do not talk about. The one rule about the 750 Club is that you tell everybody. You tell your grandmother, your cousin. You tell your brother, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and you try to win some money. Hit last night. Yes, sir. Hit last night. So you'd be up. What was that? It was almost 8 to 1.
Yeah, 781, I think.
Yeah, so you'd be up decent. And I'm going to let the 750 Club master himself, Guy Fieri, aka Rob the Professor Parlay, to tell you what he's got tonight.
We're going with 2 underdog performance doubles tonight put together to make the 750 Club. So these are not big underdogs, but they are slight underdogs. We got Hornets money line versus Magic. The Magic have been one of the most disappointing teams, I think, of the season so far. It's early, but their offense still is struggling. And what got them through was their defense, and their defense seems to have stepped back a little bit and is not quite as good as it was the year before, which is what got them through. Charlotte is actually a dark horse playoff team, which not many people expected. They're playing very well. They have a lot of young talent on that team. I'm just going to take the early on surge of Charlotte to beat the struggling Magic right now, and I'm getting it at plus I think it was plus 130 or 180. And then I paired that with Colin Sexton 15 plus points. He's gone 4 for 4 in all 4 games, getting 15 points. He went 18, 20, 21, and 15. His worst game this season was 15, so I trust him to get to 15 tonight. Then we got the Bucks money line. You've got a Warriors team that is older. They've been playing out of their mind, but they're traveling on the road. They have shown a little bit of slowing down the last couple games. They're winning, but they're not scoring as much as they were. And you're going against a Bucks team that is playing at home with one of the best players in basketball, throwing it up. I'm just going to go with my gut on this one, and I'm taking the Bucks money line. Speaking of Giannis, we're going 30-plus points for Giannis. He's hit this in 4 of 4 games, going 37, 40, 31, and 37. The only one game that was close was the 31, but that was his off game. So if his off game is 31, I trust him to get 30. and we got this at plus, I think it was plus 801, and then I boosted it with a 20% boost to plus 1,002 on DraftKings.
Absolutely love it. You'll see when we get to it that I need and I forgot the K on the Bucks. That's on me. But this is I love the honest play. I didn't know that about Sexton. I actually didn't even realize he was a Hornet. So you just taught me something today. So there you go. No, I mean, hey, let's go back to back. Why not? Why not? Why don't we just go back to back?
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Yeah, and actually, I'm gonna make sure I bet this right now.
And after yesterday, we're up like almost 7 units on the month for the 750 club. So we're gonna officially be up for the month.
Would this be in our betting group?
Yes, it should be. Yeah, it's on DraftKings. So yeah.
Well, hold on, I'm gonna try and find this really quick.
I bet a lot today though, so.
I think I can see that.
I got a lot of random stuff in there today.
Well, there it is. I found it. All right, get that bet. Oh yeah, 50% boost. I got it to 1268.
There you go. It's even better.
Let's go. All right, that is the Simpson Club. Join, ride, fade. Don't fade, just ride. All righty, my friend. We already knew it was going to be a quicker show. And by the way, for those who are wondering, we are not going to be doing the NFL picks today. That will be tomorrow or Saturday, one of the two. We're not quite sure yet, but we will make sure everybody knows. We'll do our NFL picks. So pretty much just sans. We're just cutting off the Thursday night game. We'll enjoy that as a whole. But we will get the podcast up. We will have that live. It will be a live recording as we always do. Just not sure yet what day, but I will make sure that's announced on all of the socials. So stay tuned for that. Because I mean, if you've been writing our consensus, and I know money lines in football, some of them are bigger than others, but the amount of right we've been with our consensus picks is just it's pretty decent. I mean, we're up like 30, 40 picks.
Since we're not doing it tonight, I will give you a sneak peek. We got the Ravens tonight as our consensus pick.
Good man. Good man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's with the spread or just take the money line, but that's what I got there. But I thought we were gonna get the PD King, but maybe he'll probably do his patented joining late. Yep, this man already knows what's good. I'm going to put us up here first. Oh, wait, no. I didn't mean to do that. Pretend you didn't see that. Now I'm going to do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It is green plushy. It's where the money is made, and it is. The tabletop. He was already ready. Yeah. No, you know what? You still get credit. Even it was my mess up, but that's fine. I you know what? I was prepared. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail, but I was prepared, so I didn't fail. So there it is. There is the tabletop, tabletop. He is in fuego, so I'm going to let him tell you what he's got. Take it away, Professor.
All right, we're going first. We're going to go with the NFL. I'm running back the anytime touchdown from our best bet. Then we've got A-Chain 50 plus rushing yards. He has hit this in 6 of 8. He's averaging 67.37 per game, and he's facing a Ravens defense that gives up 133.4 rushing per game. Then I've got Mark Andrews for 20 plus receiving. He has hit this in 5 of 7. He's hit it in 5 straight. Lamar back should only make it even better. Then lastly, I was a little surprised by this one, but Malik Washington, 3 plus receptions. He's hit this in 5 of the last 6 and 4 straight, and he's going against a bad Ravens defense. I can't emphasize that enough. And we're getting this at plus. I think it was plus 290. Then I boosted to 312. So giving me all these safe lines at 3-1, I kind of love it. And then I went with a basketball. It's kind of a long parlay. I mean legs for low odds, but these are all like dialed back in points. So we're going Giannis back to Giannis 25 plus this time. He's hit this in every game. He hit 30 in every game, but 25 he's not even come close to. His lowest was 6 points above that. My favorite bet of all time is still Hartenstein to get rebounds, 9 plus rebounds. He's hit this in 4 or 5, 4 straight. His only miss was 8. Then we got LaMelo Ball, 20-plus points, speaking of the Hornets. He has hit this in 4 of 4, going 20, 30, 27, and 20. So his worst game has been 20. Franz Wagner, 18-plus points, 4 of 5 games, 22, 22, 27, 24. His only missed it by 1 at 17. And then we got Wembanyama, which we've talked about a lot on this show. 35-plus points and rebounds. He's been 4 for 4 on this, going 39, 45, 40, and 55. And then lastly, Bam Adebayo, 15-plus points, who has gone 4 for 4 at 26, 19, 24, and 15. His worst game was at 15. Got this at plus 230, boosted up to 254. So even though it's a lot of legs and those are not easy to hit, it's still kind of safe because I dial that back all the points where they could still struggle a little bit and still get there. But I do know that the long legs are still hard to hit regardless of how much you dial it back. But then we added the best bet, obviously, that of A-Chain at plus 110 on here. I went a little safer today. We hit the 750 club yesterday, but the other ones missed by like 1 leg each leg. So I wanted to try to go a little safer and at least get us 1 or 2 of these tonight to keep our roll going.
Yeah, definitely a little safer than you've been recently with these. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we're getting towards the end of the month. You want to keep your helm as the king, not only of Flavortown but of the units. And I totally get it. I would be in the same boat. I have been in the same boat, and then I went too crazy. So, but on the other hand, I mean, I love number 2. One is, I mean, the NFL props, and Benny has said it himself, could get a little iffy. I think you have a safe one there, but you never really know. I mean, there's a couple there that could be. I mean, I think HN 50 rushing yards is a lock, but the touchdown, I know it's your best bet, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he gets vultured by Ollie Garden, or maybe they don't even get there. I mean, despite what we know about the Ravens defense, I like Andrews to score, but that doesn't mean he gets 20 receiving yards, even though it seems very safe. And I think Malik Washington, the 3 catches, is probably the least safe of these because you just never know. But it seems safe. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like knock your bet because I like both of them. I think 2 is a little bit riskier just because of the amount of legs, but you went very safe with those. So
Yeah.
I do understand that. So no, I mean, you know, I if I was to poke any holes, it would just be football could be weird, and you have a lot of legs in number 2, then you never know what could go wrong. But I mean, you certainly went safe, and I actually kind of followed suit with my picks, and I'll get to it right now. Yes, it is. The Pat is a loser. Picks of the day. Take that with what you want. Yeah, so I'll just get into it. Yeah, I went pretty heavy with Thursday Night Football. I've got Henry 2+ touchdowns. I think Derrick Henry. First of all, he didn't hit over 18 carries. He's only hit over 18 carries twice since the last 2 weeks of the season. I think with Lamar back, it helps Henry because they might not be playing from behind as much as they have been. So he will get touches. I think he gets those 2 touchdowns, 230 bucket. I'm going back to my ways with the 7-point teaser. Basically took Baltimore down to a pick'em, and then well, yes, it is a pick'em, a minus a half a point, and then the over under to 44.5. I get a little weary with the over unders on Thursday Night Football, but if we think that this team, well, first of all, we saw the Dolphins put up points against the Falcons, who were one of the better secondary teams in the NFL going into last week. So we can assume that the Dolphins might be able to put up points, and we can also assume with Lamar back that Baltimore. I see this at like a 24-28 type game, maybe even 31-24, and both of those hit, and on either side, to be honest. But obviously, I need the Baltimore to win to hit this bet minus 150. I did a little parlay here. I did Henry and Achane touchdown, Lamar 2+ passing touchdowns, and then Baltimore 2.5. Got that at plus 320 originally, but then I boosted to 416. As you can see, I love the Henry and Achane touchdown that I also picked by itself at plus 138. I think that's a very, very strong bet for tonight, and I think Lamar comes back. People are saying, first of all, he's not going to be. At least I don't think so. they're not gonna want Lamar Jackson to be running around. They need to keep him healthy now, and he has shown that he can be a pocket passer. I think he stays in the pocket. He delivers strikes. He hands the ball off to Derrick Henry. We get a more pro-style offense from this team, and 2+ touchdowns. Hopefully, one to Mark Andrews because that's my last one. Mark Andrews anytime touchdown plus 185. Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with this Thursday night game. It's mischief night. We're gonna cause some mischief. I'm getting back. I had a good night last night. I really don't want my. I have 2 days to get my second life, as it were, back onto the left side before the end of the month, and that's what I'm going after here. I do have a couple more. Um, Feeling pucky. I'm only. You know what? I'm gonna put both of these on my feeling pucky. By the way, my feeling pucky. I'm up units, and I've been doing them. I was doing them as as its own thing on social media. I'll get back to that, but I've been doing my feeling pucky picks because I've been tracking them. I'm 4-4 so far since I've been doing feeling pucky picks, and I'm up just under a unit. And I got two tonight. I got Ottawa minus 1.5 at plus 160, and then I've got the Devils. Yes, I know they screwed Benny the other night, but I'm going back to the Devils tonight. Couple of reasons why I'll just give this. So I've been doing a lot of hockey research, probably too much. The Devils are in most power rankings 1, 2, 3. They're up there. They're up there. They're fourth in goal differential. Yes, I'd have raised the glasses for this. They are +9 in goal differential, taking on a San Jose team that is -14 in goal differential and is arguably one of the worst teams in hockey. So I saw that power rankings and I said, you know what, the Devils are going to win by 2. And then the Senators, who have been a very strange team, but they with the Avalanche are the highest scoring team in the NHL. Which is crazy because they cannot stop anything because they have 41 goals, which is tied with the Avalanche for most goals for in the NHL, but they are -3 goal differential. So they are also giving up a crap load of goals. But they are taking on Calgary, who, like San Jose, is one of the worst teams. Calgary is -15 goal differential and have only scored 24 goals themselves this year. So I like that. Calgary and San Jose. Basically, I'm taking two very good to decent teams against two very bad teams. And then my NBA parlay, as you can see there, is a couple of stars. I got Wemby, Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Giannis 40+ pro. So I went a little safe. I kind of did what you did with yours. I dropped theirs down. Wemby averages 47.5 pro this year. So I brought that down to 40. Shai averages 46.4 pro this season. I brought that down to 40. And then Giannis averages 57.2 pro so far on this young season. And I brought his down to 40, and I got that basically at even money. Thought that was a free bet there. And that's what I got, man. I don't know. I know I went volume heavy with Thursday Night Football. I can expect to lose at least half of those, right? But I think that they're still smart bets. Like, they're not crazy bets. I didn't go nuts. I went pretty safe on everything. It's just the touchdowns. The touchdowns is the coin flip, what you kind of have to worry about. Any thoughts on my bets, man? I really would appreciate
I personally believe there's going to be a lot of touchdowns tonight, so hopefully they're spread out and can hit a lot of these, and there's not the same guy. We're not getting 3 touchdowns from Ollie Gordon or some shit. Because that would be awful. He kind of reminds me of what Tolbert used to do, just vulturing touchdowns.
Yeah.
The Wemby Giannis SGA feed does feel like a free play. Like it's hard to see that one not hitting. To be honest with you, SGA points wise, I don't like, but he still does everything. Like, his points wise have been down. Now they're going to get back to where they were, but even without that, he's doing this. It doesn't matter. He's doing it because he's got the rebounds and assists. Those aren't going anywhere, so those are carrying him. And when the points come, he's going to be a free play every week, just like he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
I like the A-Chain touchdown. I love the Derrick Henry touchdown. I'm actually surprised that the 2+ touchdowns is only plus 230.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. I know.
I know it's Derrick Henry, but it's not like he scored 10 times this year.
Bro, first touchdown is like 600 compared to the 230. When I saw it, I was like, "What? Like, how is that?" I guess they expect him to get handed the ball. I mean, I had a buddy of mine. I guess I could I'll save it for last call. A buddy of mine made a really good bet. Actually, I had two good bets from some of my buddies that I do the gambling thing with. But no, I mean, like I said, I think Henry 2 touchdowns is tough, but doable. I think that 7-point teaser, as long as Baltimore wins, I think that hits. My parlay, yes, obviously it's contingent on Henry and A-Chain scoring. I think Lamar is going to get the 2 touchdowns, and then obviously contingent on Baltimore winning. And then the 2 other touchdown parlays. I mean, I'm banking on Lamar going to his guy Andrews in the red zone, and Henry and A-Chain is a solid bet. And the Field and Pucky, like I said, I kind of described it. It's just 2 decent to good teams playing against very bad teams. And then, my favorite of this, though, is the NBA. I think that's a very, very solid bet. I would hope that Benny would be proud wherever he is. But yeah, that'll do it. We'll get to the records, my friend, and then we will do our last calls and get on out of here. There it is. Got to give you your props. Still sitting the top there. And honestly, you don't. It's unless you're gonna go crazy. Because I was hoping, because CJ at this point has a chance to get green for records and also for his units, which we haven't seen on the show in a while. And it's not a big deal. It's just nice. You would have to go a little crazy. You'd have to win all of your 3 bets tonight, and then do you'd have to do a couple more than you're used to for Halloween tonight.
I might get a little weird on Halloween and just do like 10 singles and just try to smack all 10 of them.
Well, I honestly wouldn't hate that one bit, and you would still keep your king of the units, or at least you'd be up units even if they all lost. So,
but if I did 10 like best bet type bets, there's no shot I'm missing them all. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I implore you to do that, because I think we need green on green.
We'll see what happens. If I hit all 3 tonight, then I'll only be 3 back. Well, I won't have to bet quite as many, but
yeah, exactly. Or even if you go 2, so you'd be 34 or 39.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a chance. You wouldn't have to go too crazy.
I may or may not throw that up there and see what we can do.
All right, I love that. I love that idea. And then we're gonna be dressed up tomorrow. I believe we're doing a show tomorrow. If we're not doing the here, let me remove this. If we're not doing the pod, again, make sure you're following at Just the BetSlips, all of our socials. There will be an announcement. It's either going to be a normal show only, or it will be just videos only, and then we'll do the podcast, or both. We don't know yet. We're trying to figure everything out. One way or another, our podcast with our NFL picks will come out either tomorrow or Saturday. And then we will also make sure we have our regular shows, because we appreciate the people that want to watch and want to get our stupid opinions on all these things. Well, no, I mean, if you've been stupid, I mean, if you're listening to, if you let Guy take you to Flavortown, you'd be up almost 30 units. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. If you listen to me all month, you'd be in the proverbial crapper. So that's the beauty of the show, though, because one month we're all up, 1 month we're all down, 1 month one of us is down, 1 month 2 of us are up. We're having fun, we're making bets, we're having a good time, and I really appreciate everybody who tunes in, follows. Let's get to 500. I'm gonna really make a push. We're at 411 followers on X right now, at Just the BetSlips. Let's get to 5. I'm gonna make a push for 500 today, this weekend. Let's make it happen. Or let's get close. Let's get close to that. Why not? You know what? 500. I will give you. And by the way, just want you to know, what I was trying to send you got kicked back to me, so now I have to resend it. But you'll get your present from me soon.
That's fine.
No, I know. I figured you wouldn't care, but I just wanted you to know. But you know what? We'll send you something. We'll send whoever the 500th follower is, will get something from us, whether it's a free bet or a pair of socks. We'll figure it out. But my last calls, I'm just going to shout out to my boys that made these sharp bets. So one of them was Derrick Henry over 18 and a half rushing attempts tonight. I got at plus 101. I thought that was solid bet. And then the other one is from my boy as well, who put together a decent parlay that I would like to find. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. Derrick Henry, 100 plus rushing yards, which you can get also plus money right now by itself. Last time I looked at it, it was plus 116. But Derrick Henry, 100 plus rushing yards. Lamar Jackson, 2 plus passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 2 plus touchdowns. I got that at plus 650. I'm sure it might be different now. But that's my last call. Shout out to my boys Dan and Nick. And that's what I got for y'all. What do you got, my friend?
I've got 3 bets that I bet solo and put them all together. One you kind of touched on was Derrick Henry over his yards. It depends on what site you're on. It's either 88.5 or it's 90.5. I like them both. The other one is Waddle longest reception over 22.5. He has hit that 80% of his games this year. And then under 8.5 longest rush for Ollie Gordon, who's only hit it in 2 of the games this season. He's getting volume, but he's not getting long runs. He's just getting these 1 and 2 yard runs. And there's chances that when A-Chain's going off, he doesn't see the field but like 4 carries. So then, 8.5 seems like a lot when you're not only going to get a couple carries. They're all like right around minus 120-ish by themselves. You put them all together, it's plus 515, I think. So I bet them all as singles, and I bet them all in a parlay. So those are my last calls for the day.
Love that, and you're living up to your name, by the way. It's more and more prevalent to me how you are the parlay guy, the Professor Parlay, how CJ is the performance double king, and I am the Duke of Slips because I just have an insane amount of bets every single month. But win or lose, win, lose, or draw, we have fun. We do it responsibly. And we very much appreciate y'all for coming in. Again, make sure you are commenting, and subscribing at Just the BetSlips. That's where you get all the news regarding the show. We're going to try and be a little bit better social media-wise going forward. But, what you see is what you get. Shout out to Joe Scher for sharing this. Go follow Between the Tackles. Great podcast with Manesh, Joe, and Burge. Make sure you're following all of us, and we will see y'all tomorrow for another episode of some sorts, maybe the podcast, who knows. But here we are at Just the BetSlips with, we were blessed to be joined by Guy Fieri here tonight, who made some picks and is going to go bowl a 300, hopefully. Have you ever had it? Did I ask you this? Have you ever bowled 300?
I have 8 300s.
8 300. See, look at that. Unbelievable. Do you feel one tonight?
I don't know. I mean, I've missed one like 4 times this year. I've come within one of getting them, so it's possible.
Coming to one pin?
No, one frame. Well, some of them were one. There was 2 that were one pin, and then others by one frame. So like 279s or 280s.
So you didn't get to the third last frame.
Right. Yeah. So. Yep.
Jesus. God bless you, man. Well, that's why you got to follow his picks. We got to get you on Winnable, man. We'll see what maybe people start paying.
Benny's trying to get me to.
Why not? That being said, shout out to the people. We love you. We'll see everybody tomorrow. And remember, here at Just the BetSlips, we bring you one thing and one thing only every single day, not just entertainment and fun, not just the picks. We bring you the hot tips to help your bet slip. Show off that shirt. Show off that shirt, bro. The hot tips. Woo! Bang! Flavortown. Let us play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.